Narrator, steady. Haunting Tone, Florida is a land of sunshine until the shadows decide to stay. Pause. Tonight's case is one of the strangest disappearances ever recorded in the state. A case involving children who vanished without noise, without witnesses, and without leaving a single trace behind. Cut to drone shot of a dense Florida forest, thick and unmoving. This is the story of Cypress Hollow, and the children who walked into the afternoon light and never came home. Narrator, Cypress Hollow, Florida, looked like the kind of place crime movies forgot. A hidden suburban bubble about 40 minutes outside Tallahassee. A quiet street, barbecue grills, families waving. For years, it was known for block parties and lemonade stands. A place where kids stayed out until sunset, because nothing truly bad ever happened. Pause, music shift, darker. Until 2015. Narrator, it was June 27, 2015. A day so normal it felt scripted. Around noon, 3 local children, all from different homes, were seen playing near the old nature preserve trail. Their names fade onto the screen. Ethan Morris, age 9. Lily Hart, age 7. Jordan Pena, age 10. They weren't close friends. They weren't part of the same circles. And they weren't supposed to be playing together. Pause. But at 12:14 p.m., all 3 of them walked into the Cypress Hollow Nature Trail. And no one ever saw them again. Scene cuts. Helicopters, volunteers, K-9 units. Narrator, the search was immediate. Parents, officers, even tourists joined in. The nature preserve was only 43 acres, tiny by Florida standards. If 3 children walked into that trail, they should have been found within hours. But no footprints, no clothing, no snacks, no broken branches, no signs of wildlife activity, no drag marks, no bike tracks. It was as if the earth opened up and took them whole. Narrator, at 3:40 p.m., an elderly resident named Helen Bremer told officers she saw something that police initially dismissed as confusion due to age. She said, "I saw them walk in, but I saw 4 shadows, not 3. Investigators questioned her repeatedly. She never changed her story. She insisted a 4th figure, tall, unmoving, following behind the children, slipped into the trees with them. But security cameras near the trail's entrance captured no 4th person. None. Not a single frame. Narrator, detectives noticed something strange about the path Hannah described. When they returned to map it out, the trail seemed wider. New. Wrong. One officer said the brush looked freshly disturbed, like someone or something had cleared it recently. But park rangers confirmed no maintenance had been done for months. When search teams returned the next morning, the path was gone, like it never existed. Narrator, digging into the town's history uncovered something far more disturbing. 3 children had disappeared from the same area in 1989, 1997, 2006. Each case unsolved. Each missing on a sunny afternoon. Each last seen near the nature preserve. And here's what chilled detectives the most. Every case involved children who didn't normally play together, just like Ethan, Lily, and Jordan. Narrator, 3 days into the search, Ethan's mother brought investigators an audio recording from her old baby monitor system. She had kept one device on for years without realizing it still synced if the signal got close. She lived a half-mile from the preserve. The audio starts as static, then shifts to something else. On the tape, soft footsteps leaves crunching 3 small voices, a 4th voice, too distant to understand. Then silence. Then a whisper. Don't run. Not yet. The recording ends with a high-pitched frequency no analyst could identify. Narrator, a week after the disappearance, a retired landscaper came forward. He had worked near the preserve years prior. He claimed he once found makeshift wooden symbols nailed to trees deep inside the forest. Circles, spirals, handprints, always arranged in sets of 4. When he tried to report them, he was ignored. He said, "I thought it was kids messing around," until the patterns started appearing overnight. He described seeing a figure in the woods once. Tall, thin, unmoving, like it waited for something. But he never went back. Narrator: one of the biggest breakthroughs came from a forgotten trail camera placed near the preserve months before the case. Captured 12:14 p.m., the three children walking in. 12:14 and 3 seconds p.m., a tall shadow behind them. 12:14 and 5 seconds p.m., static. When the footage resumed 6 hours later, the trail was empty, silent, still. But the most disturbing detail? The camera had been physically turned to face a different direction, by human hands. Narrator: within a year, Cypress Hollow changed. Families moved. Houses sold below value. The nature preserve was gated, locked, then bulldozed. But the vanishings never stopped. In 2018, 2 teens from a nearby town disappeared biking near the area where the preserve used to be. In 2020, a hiker reported seeing 3 children standing silently at the tree line at dusk, staring at him, before fading into the shadows. When police investigated, they found small handprints carved into the bark of an oak tree. Fresh. Narrator: detectives, historians, and analysts have suggested everything from abduction to cult activity to natural sinkholes. But one theory keeps resurfacing. Pattern. A cycle. Every so often, the preserve takes 3 children. Not 4. Never 4. 3. But witnesses always report a 4th figure nearby. Watching. Following. Leading. No one knows who or what it is. Narrator: today, the Florida Department of Law Enforcement keeps a silent file on the Cypress Hollow children. 23 missing children across 30 years, all from the same region. The case remains open. No suspects, no bodies, no answers. Just one chilling detail. Every year on June 27th, someone anonymously leaves 3 children's flashlights at the former entrance of the trail, turned on, facing inward, pointing toward where the path once led. Narrator: soft but tense. If you ever visit Cypress Hollow, don't wander too far. Don't follow the shadows. And if you hear children laughing behind you, pause. Walk away. Don't turn around. Fade to black.